Good morning, everybody, and welcome to the channel. This is episode 6 of Big J Barbecue, and I'm back outside today. It's still hot, but gotta do this right. We're gonna make some burnt ends today, but we're gonna do it on a budget, both with time and money. So if you think, man, I don't need to build an entire brisket, I don't need to spend 50 bucks on meat, you can do this with chuck roast as well. So that's what we're gonna show you how to do today. So here we go, we'll get started. So the first thing we did was actually the night before. We took the cuts of meat and applied our favorite barbecue rub very generously to each cut. Then we wrapped them tightly in saran wrap and put them in the fridge overnight so they could absorb the flavors. Now we're just gonna put the rib roast and the chuck roast onto our Pit Boss wood pellet smoker on indirect heat. The reason we have 2 cuts of meat is accidental. My wife and I each bought a cut and didn't know what the other one bought. But it worked out because we were able to test each and see which one cooked better. So now we'll close her up at 300 degrees for about an hour. Okay, now we're gonna work on the sauce. So we're gonna put about 1.5 cups of Dr. Pepper in. Just wanna make sure it's in on a low setting. And then we're gonna add 2 cups of ketchup. And then we're gonna add about 1 teaspoon of coarse salt. So I'm just using some kosher salt. Don't mind my upside down film work. I'm not sure what happened here. This was kind of a rough go of it. And then 1 teaspoon of chili powder. And everybody likes to see the cameraman's finger in the picture. I was a real winner that day. And then finally about 1/2 teaspoon of garlic powder. We're gonna put in a little bit of Worcestershire sauce. Worcestershire sauce. And just a little bit of liquid smoke. And last but not least, put in about 1 cup of brown sugar. And then we're gonna put it up to about medium heat. We're gonna stir everything together. And once again, I decided that filming sideways was a good way to go. And we'll just kind of keep coming back and stirring until everything is just nice and blended together. It's been about 3 or 4 minutes. It's getting nice and blended here, so I'm just going to turn it down to low and let it simmer for about 5 minutes. All right, that's just about done. So we're just going to take it off the heat. We're gonna come back and use it, so don't want to let the bugs get in there though, so I'm just gonna cover it for a minute. We'll be right back to it. So how sad is this? I think that's the first time I've ever used my side burner, and I've had that grill for like 6-7 years. First time I've ever used the side burner. Well, I guess I could say I've used it, right? All right, so we've had the meat on the grill smoker for about an hour. Obviously not done yet, but we're going to pull it off. I'll do one at a time. And what I'm gonna do is chop them up into cubes and put them into a pan. This is one of my favorite parts because at no other point in my life can I move this quickly, being a big guy. But through the magic of video editing, we're going super warp speed. So you just want to slice them into long slices and then just cube them up and put them in the pan. You want to have a good knife too, it makes things so much easier. Now after you get them all cubed up, you're going to take some of your barbecue sauce, about a third of what's there, maybe half. Pour it over and mix it up nice and smooth. Now we'll take the covered pan back over to the smoker and put it on indirect heat again, where we close it up and smoke for another 2 hours. Okay, so we're gonna do some potatoes on the grill as well. So real easy. Biggest piece is make sure you wash these off really good, and then you puncture some holes in each one. You don't have to do a lot, just 3 or 4 on each side if they're big russet potatoes here. Just like that. And we'll take this, kind of make a little, almost like a bowl, not really though, to be able to foil wants to blow away. And we'll just put salt in there too. I'm gonna make like a little oven for it. Like that. I went ahead and put the potatoes on the top rack because I didn't want them over the direct heat in the center, but I also should have started them on the bottom because it ended up taking an extra 30 minutes to get them cooked right. So I wouldn't go with the grill rack if I were you. Okay, so we should be about done. I'm gonna pull everything off the grill. The potatoes weren't quite ready about a half an hour ago, so I don't know how they're gonna turn out. So we'll see what happens, but check it out. I like my big spatula because I can pull big things off like this. All right, yummy, yummy. All right, we got it inside here. Peel her apart. Oh yeah. Oh, it smells great. Let's try it. All right, finished product. Got some fruit, got this stuff. I'm gonna try it here. Look at that. It just falls up, like breaks apart with no effort. That's perfect. I would say it's different. It's different than brisket to me though. Like this tastes like a different type. So I don't know if it's like an exact substitute, but it's good. See you next time.